Hello everybody, this is Solar Tiger with another wind power update video. Today is Sunday the 7th of December and the weather outside is, well, it's grey. There's some cloud in the sky, there are clear patches, and the time now is just gone 9:30 in the morning. It is getting a little bit brighter, the sun might come out, but at the moment it's not that bright. It's been raining, as you can see the rain on the window, but the main thing you can see is outside the Rutland 504 is turning. I would not describe it as spinning, it's turning briskly is how I would put it, and you can see that it's a mild winter day. It's breezy and the turbine is turning briskly. So I'll take you inside and we shall see what we have. Okay, we come down here to the meter of the wind charger, and if I have made one change to my setup. If you look down here, there's a little circuit board. This is a DC to DC voltage converter module that I bought from eBay. It cost me £2.99, and what it does is it boosts the voltage coming in from the turbine. The input is on the red and black wire to this terminal block, and this black wire feeds out to the wind turbine, and the output comes out on the yellow and black wire that feeds through the meter and into the charge controller. So what this does is it boosts any voltage above approximately 3 volts from the wind turbine, and it boosts the voltage up. I have the output set to approximately 13.5 volts, so any voltage above 3 volts is boosted up to approximately 13 volts. The only compromise here is that you'll lose some current, but I need the voltage to be 13 volts on the output for the charge controller to cut in. So I need the voltage for the controller to cut in. I'm happy to have less current as long as the charge controller cuts in and is putting some charge into the batteries. So as you can see on the meter, we have so far peaked at, let me just wait for it to come in, 1.7 watts. That was a current of, bear with me, of 0.13 amps, and we have produced 0.341 amp hours and 2.8 watt hours. So what you can see is the voltage. If I just lean on here a second, see, it just jumped up to 12.89 volts. Okay, with the turbine just turning briskly by itself, we wouldn't reach these voltages. So that's why I'm using the DC to DC voltage converter to convert low voltages above 3 volts up to approximately 13 volts to charge the batteries. Because with this brisk wind we have outside at the moment, we'd only have between 3 and probably 3 to 6 volts coming out of the wind turbine, and that's not enough to charge the batteries. So that's why I'm using a DC to DC voltage converter, and as you can see, the charge controller is cutting in and the green light is on, and I'm putting, well, just under a watt was going into the batteries. So my idea was that it's better to have a small charging current for longer than for a big gust of wind to give you a brief pulse of charging and then you don't have any for a long time. So I thought it'd be better to have less averaged out over a longer period, and that would be better in the long run. So my DC to DC converter is converting the low voltage from the turbine to the high voltage to activate the charge controller. And as you can see, it's working quite well. The charge controller is cutting in very frequently, and the wind turbine is, well, the charge controller is cut in at the moment, and the turbine is, I would say, just turning briskly. It's not spinning. Before, to cut in, it had to spin quite fast, and I don't get very strong winds to make it spin, so I'm converting this much wind speed into this much voltage to activate the charge controller. And the way I'm doing this is using a DC to DC voltage converter. I picked this one up on eBay for just under £3. Okay, I will admit that this is not my own original idea. I saw it on YouTube. Someone else was using this idea, so I thought I'd give it a go. The circuit board was very cheap, and it's doing a good job. So with my moderate winds, I'm now charging my battery bank. Okay, as you can see, we peaked at 0.15 amps. The power peaked at 1.9 watts. We generated 2.8 watt hours, and that is, let me just wait for it to come around, 0.344 amp hours. We're getting good voltages now. So, and the charge controller cuts in frequently. That green light is a pretty sight. And the voltage is 12.95 now. So thank you for watching.